You have back here with Taryn, founder of EcoDivas. Do you want to explain to us what EcoDivas is?
Sure. So EcoDivas is a concept that I came up with where I just wanted to give women the way to take ownership of the really, really green things that they're doing. One of the mottos that we have is hugging trees in heels. And it kind of gives you like a visual of what an EcoDiva would actually be. As far as being an activist, what I want to do is I want to educate through humor. And I don't necessarily, I'm not the kind of person that's just going to be a talking head. I'm like, seriously, you'll end up seeing me do stuff like this in a public area just because it's funny and it actually gets people talking. So, if using dance, using graffiti art.
Really touching on a new kind of genre of activism and change is through creativity and a voice. You've set up a program called Ration, which is where this dress has come from. Do you want to explain a little bit about it?
There's a organization that's called Trash for Teaching, and they collect dry waste and random things from different kinds of manufacturing businesses. So right here what we have is the underdress of this was actually a vintage dress, but the weird fake fur looking stuff, this is actually just left over from the fabric industry. And these right here,
now these are really cool. I could see walking down the street in these and getting so many compliments.
Oh my gosh, it's so crazy because these are the ones that the students actually created. And so if you see, this is One Direction and the British flag.
See, you can save the environment and have a One Direction boot. So I have to ask you, where did your passion come from to start all this?
My parents had a rule, if you get a D on your report card, you're grounded for the next 9 weeks, and I got my D right at the beginning of summer. And I wasn't really a reader, so I asked my mom if she could put her sewing machine into my bedroom. And my sisters are twins, and so they had duplicates of a lot of stuff. So I would take whatever leftover clothes that my mom was going to give away, chop them up, make them into something else, and that's what I did for the entire summer, is I just taught myself how to sew, and yeah, that was it.
What motivates you in your work?
The main thing that motivates me is to be able to share people with other people. I love being a connector. I really love connecting people. It's something for me that it gives me happiness to know that outside of myself, really cool things could happen if I connect the right two people on something.
Well, I think you're making strides definitely to making a difference. So thank you so much for being with us today.
I'm not the kind of person that's just going to be a talking head. I'm like, seriously, you'll end up seeing me do stuff like this in a public area just because it's funny and it actually gets people talking.